work week. This three-game week between the Texas Rangers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball starts right now. A righty from the state of Ohio will do the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this guy lives and dies with one pitch, and that's that powerhouse sinker. Guys often relate it to like trying to hit a bowling ball. When it's good, it's usually at the knees and below, and he's really easy to figure out if he's going to be on. If in the first inning you see a steady diet of ground balls and keeping his infielders involved, there's a pretty good chance he's going to have a rock-solid game.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
At the plate, Sherten Apostle. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play, and instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
David Dahl is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Good hard sinker swung on and missed 0-2. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And he indeed takes only the out at runners move to second and third with 1 away now. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Dan,
David Dahl. Over the last 10 games, he's driven in only 3 runs. That's not the kind of production you expect from a guy hitting in the middle of the order. He's had some opportunities. He just hasn't cashed in.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Solak, the runner at third. Apostle is over at second with one down in the inning. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
And it's fouled away. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Chris Davis comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat, but that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Into the box now, Ronald Guzman, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound. But
now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Now a move over to first, and he's back standing. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Rangers 2, the Jays nothing. Dane Dunning gets the starting assignment for Texas in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough at this one.
Now at the plate is Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Popped him up. Guzman waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you know, they're hoping to get more out of the number 6 hitter. For whatever reason, he's been absolutely atrocious at home. He's hitting under 200 in front of his home crowd, and I don't know how to explain it. Maybe he's just putting too much pressure on himself. I know this. These fans are really ready for him to break out here at home.
And, fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, you know as well as I do, we were down there today on the field. This team is kind of in a little bit of malaise. They need to find a way to snap out of it. Tough homestand, only able to squeak out 1 win. This is a huge momentum game for this team.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. That missed. close. It's ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Second inning coming up from Toronto. The Rangers lead it 2-0. Second inning set to go, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Charlie Culberson.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Culberson, playing here in his age 31 season, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randal Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. This one's flared down the right field line, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now
that'll bring in Nick Solak as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Long run, but he tracks this one down out there for the second out. Nice play. Up next for the Rangers, Sherten Apostle, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
And that misses. 2-1. Trevino is off of first with 2 away. To 2-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Rangers leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, George Springer.
Toronto,
and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. High and deep down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. (3-1).
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Next, it'll be Lourdes Gurriel, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
And a good eye there as the Jays left fielder's able to move the count in his favor at 2-1 now. And it misses. 3-1 now.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And it's a full count. 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now the first pitch.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
3-0 now. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
And now in the box, Reese McGuire trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Gurriel at third. Hernandez on second. Grichuk on at first with nobody out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. First pitch on the way. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Full count now. 3-2. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
The batter,
Boy, this
10.
one looked like it was headed for
baseman,
extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Marcus Semien is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, that was the case here. Bases loaded, facing the best power hitter in the lineup, and he showed why he is so feared. He knocked it out of here with a vengeance.
Wes Benjamin enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. George Springer will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Turned on down the line. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Lourdes Gurriel.
Into the box, Lourdes Gurriel, as this is grounded foul off to the left. No official at bat for him. But he has scored a run in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
On the ground to the left side. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. We'll go now to the top of the third. Toronto leads this one 7-2. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Lays off 2-2 now. Fouled away. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So a long at-bat has a positive dividend when all's said and done.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not all beauties in the box score. He's able to get that ball through the left side for a base hit. Way to grind it out.
Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 9 homers and an even 40 RBIs. Gurriel will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Chris Davis next to bat. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. And it's fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Dahl, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Popped him up. McGuire over to his left, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there are 2 gone now.
Up next
Here's the first pitch to him. Ronald Guzman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Sent on the ground out to second. Simeon's there on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Texas. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes. Changeup laid off down around the shins.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
The count now at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 1 out, nobody on. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Reese McGuire, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And the slider misses low and away here. It's ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Up high, 2-1 now.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Soft liner to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. He gets you something right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Kevin Biggio is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the hard those 17 inches.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Now the first pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out. Here's Rougned Odor now. And D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
But this will be run down out there in the alley. A nice play by the center fielder for the first out. All right, so time now for the Blue Jays Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects performing at high levels in the upper minors. To the plate now, Charlie Culberson. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Long run for the center fielder. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Rangers.
First pitch of the AB now. Jose Trevino is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Again, another foul ball. Another one sent foul. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 15, second base.
Set and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th.
Leading up,
and next will be the imposing power bat, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Davis is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
The right fielder, number 4.
No one on with one down, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Here's the first pitch. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
This one's down to 3rd. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the
now
out.
batting, left fielder.
So now into the box is Lourdes Gurriel. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
To the left side, but it's well foul. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looks like he's seeing it pretty good.
First with a pair of outs in the inning. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting.
2 men on, 2 out. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Fastball just inside. 2 down, runners at first and second. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
The bat.
So next to bat will be Reese McGuire, singled last time up. Too low, 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed, 1-1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Stepping up is Kevin Biggio. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. 3 balls and a strike. Flirting with a little danger here. Bo Bichette would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. After it is Davis. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th. Anthony Kay, the lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here. Here's the first pitch. Sherton Apostle stands in as he looks at a called strike. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
David Dahl to the plate now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Now the pitch.
Off the plate ball.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Joey Gallo waits on deck. That's fouled off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
He threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
One there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. So next to the plate for Texas, Chris Davis. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. And coming forward now is the shortstop. Bo Bichette. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Dahl. He's got it one away.
Now back. The second
Now it'll
baseman.
be Marcus Semien. He lined out in his last
Semien.
trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Checks his swing, but this will be strike two called. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Next to hit is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Lifted down the line in left. Coming in is Dahl. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Jays lead it 9-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Ronald Guzman. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
The 1-0 home. Drilled on the ground is short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So here's the left-handed bat of Rougned Odor. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Charlie Culberson as he rips it on the ground to second. Over to first, and that retires the side. Rangers set down in order. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. And now here is George Springer. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on the way.
Springer.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. On its way is pitch number 75. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening
Now
in the American League's Western Division.
Lourdes Gurriel.
One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Two 2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
2-0 count, the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. The 3-1. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. It was a walk in his last trip.
Hitter, Teoscar
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hernandez is certainly known in part for power types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground. There's one. On to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 9 and the Rangers 2. Now at the plate, Jose Trevino. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Springer has a read on it. 1 down. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Nick Solak. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in once again is Sherton Apostle, grounded out in his last at-bat. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. Gene Casanova comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First pitch on the way. Rendell Grichuk is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. The pitch.
Ball 3.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Up next,
Number
Reese
7.
McGuire. And now the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
The third baseman, number 8.
Next, here is Kevin Biggio. He flew out in his last AB. He's set. Here it comes. McGuire stands at first with 1 out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Rounded softly down the line toward first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Has a look, now the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Ready to begin the 8th, and into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Digging in next, Chris Davis. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
At the plate now, Ronald Guzman. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. So now here is Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Marcus.
First offering.
Semien.
Skied into straightaway right. Gallo is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Next to stand in is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it with this guy's big power.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field. And that is going to clear the wall. A home run.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And the pitch. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
Fouled off. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Now back.
Stepping in next, Lourdes Gurriel. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Springer, base runner at first with 1 out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around it?
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. DeMarcus Evans enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. First delivery to him. Comes set with the 0-1. First and second now, one man out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dahl is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Taylor Saucedo comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Rougned Odor, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Now to bat, Charlie Culberson. He grounded out last time up.
Charlie Culberson.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. And the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first is in time, and the Rangers are now down to their final out of the game. Now into the box, Jose Trevino. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Texas down to their final strike in this one. 1-2 to the Rangers catcher. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll get under it to make the catch. And the Blue Jays have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. 10-3 at the end of this contest. Toronto took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Anthony Kay wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Dane Dunning was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.